Alright, ladies and gentlemen, on this Monday day, we are going to do a endurance test on our Crossfire FPVCYCLE motors. Set up here, our pre-prototype frame, and we have a 4,200 milliamp Li-ion battery SucceX set up here, and we are going to be flying this for endurance. Okay, here we have our T16S radio. Blades are spinning. All right, we are in the air. We are at 23.1 volts. There's a little breeze, but not really much to speak of. Alright, we are consuming about 5 or 6 amps, and we are going 26 miles per hour. I would say an average of 10 amps, but oh, we're still like 4 or 5 amps. $33 miles an hour, 30 miles an hour. It's one thing about this quad is it just like, it does not care about weight. It doesn't feel like it anyway. You were like between, it's like 10 amps just jumping up there slightly. I really like this FPVCYCLE build. That's why I have another one in a digital version identical otherwise, but it's this one is in analog that I'm using now. I'm flying at the moment. Excuse me, Crossfire. Using Crossfire. This is my rig that I am grooming to be long range, and so far so good. We've been doing some testing with it, some freestyle, just stretching its legs, and now we are performing an endurance test. I believe this is the first I've done on this quad, and it certainly is the first with a 4,200 milliamp Li-ion battery. Yeah, we're still around like 4 or 5 amps, peaking at 10, depending on how much the crosswind gets it. Because when the crosswind gets it, it compensates with the motors. Yeah, one thing for sure, it's really very easy to fly this quad. It's got so much power. Very controlled. And that's what you're looking for. Reliable, easy to control, very intuitive to fly. You don't want to be fighting the quad to do what you want it to do, even in the smallest way. Alright, we are coming up on 5 minutes now. It is a beautiful day. I do have my RSSI readout here, and of course at this very close proximity it remains at 99. Yeah, looks like we have some dogs about. Some people who are going to walk their dogs. It is a beautiful day. Yeah, we're like an average of 20 to 30 miles per hour. Actually, it's pretty easy to get this up to speed. And that's actually something I might try later. Right now I'm doing endurance, like 30, 40 miles an hour average. And we all know that it takes a little more energy in the turns if I was going straight there and straight back. But the reason why I do this kind of test is so it's in a safe environment. Anything should happen. I can easily retrieve the quad. It's like with anything, you're going to test it. We are over 7 minutes now. Some of you might be wondering why I don't just take it over the trees way out. And there will be a time I'll do that. But right now, like I said, doing a little endurance testing in a relatively controlled environment. Yes, it goes around and around in circles, but like I say, it's in a controlled environment right now, and then we'll send it. We are approaching 8 minutes now. Looks like they're having some practice over here. does a beep up there, so the beeper tells me it's lower voltage. But it doesn't know I'm running on lithium batteries, so I can go lower. Yeah, we're on 10 minutes now. We are at 3.5 volts now. We are on 11 minutes. We are at 31 miles per hour at 6 amps. Probably picking up the beeping in the audio feed. We are at 3.5 volts. We are at 12 minutes. Yeah, I would have done this yesterday, but I knew that today would be a better day. It was raining yesterday. Where did they go? Okay. We'll always try to stay away from people as much as we can. We're at 3.4 volts. We are approaching 15 minutes now. We are at 3.3 volts. 3.3 volts. Interesting. It should have changed now to lower, to reflect the overall voltage of 19. Now we'll stay low just in case it's a faulty reading. Alright, we're at 17 minutes now. Oh, there is 3.2. Okay. All right, it's reflecting it now. All right, I can go down to 3 volts. Now we are at almost 19 minutes now. I think we'll go ahead and call it at 20 minutes. We'll check the battery. So far, it doesn't seem like I'm pulling more amps than usual. Doesn't seem like I have voltage tag. So we should be good. I'm not going to run this to its bitter end. Alright, that's 20 minutes right there. Go ahead and land it now. Doesn't seem like I have any sag or anything. Seems full controllability. We're at 18 volts, 3.1 volts per cell. We are at 20 minutes and 30 seconds. Alright, that was a little over 20 minutes. Alright, so that was a little over 20 minutes of flight time. Battery is not even warm. The motors are as cool as a cucumber. Average speed of 30 to 40 miles per hour on this beautiful day. Here is my results. FPVCYCLE motors setup. The weights will all be in the description. This is again a 42 milliamp battery. Let me show you. I got a little over 20 minutes. Here is a battery that I'm using. This is an XPower 4200 milliamp battery. And let us test the voltage that we have come down with. And we are at 3.3 volts. It's actually pretty good. So I didn't run it to its bitter end. And it goes right up to 3.3, which is even better. This is really great. So once again, got over 20 minutes of flight time with this, just cruising along at 30-40 miles per hour. Actually not bad at all. Not bad, not too shabby. And it did it well, I would say. Even when it was coming in, there was no power sag, there was no difficulty in the control ability, no wobbles, all kinds of indications that it was not having enough power to keep itself in the air. No, none of that whatsoever. So this is like 45 amps. We were drawing somewhere between 5 and 10 amps, cruising around. Not the usual figure that you would see on a 7-inch would be like between 10 and 15 amps. So I expect to pull around that when I'm going, like 40 or 50 miles per hour. But like I say, this was a test, just cruising around at 30 to 40 miles an hour in this controlled environment. And so now I am quite happy to report that in spite of the weight of this, which is 430 additional grams to the build, these are 21700 SucceX batteries at 45 amps per cell maximum, and we didn't draw anywhere near that. So I would say it was well within its design envelopes for these cells. So I'm quite pleased with that. Go ahead and post in the comments what your results have been with these similar size battery packs with the 7-inch build, and I will be happy to reply.